Hi guys, not too well today, but I'm going to endeavour, I've got the flu today guys, bit of flu today, but today I want to endeavour just for 10 minutes or so to chat through the next part, top 25 to 1 of the top 50 illusions of all time, guys. So relax now, let's look now 25 to number 1. What is number 1 of the top 50 tricks, illusions of all time, guys, voted by top magicians about 15 years ago in an amazing list compiled around about 2011. It's a top list of amazing tricks and really amazing magic, and it was compiled by top magicians from around the world. So here it is, 25 to number 1. What is number 1 of the top 50 magic tricks, illusions of all time? Let's vlog this, guys. It's gonna be great fun, this video. Great fun. Let's be really fascinating to see what really gets to number 1 on this mind-blowing list of magic and illusions. It really is a pretty top list too of pretty fascinating magic, guys. Let's go. And we got to 25 in my last video, didn't we? We got 50 to 25. Now we're going to get from 25 to number 1, okay, on this list. We'll look at these a little in detail. 24 is the truck trick by Penn and Teller. This was performed about 30 years ago. This is where Teller lies down, is run over by a giant truck. Yes, run over by a giant truck. Yes, he is. On the streets of New York City or somewhere. It was an incredible looking piece of magic, wasn't it? Of course, he even gave the secret away. So what's another secret? How he gets run over by a truck, by a 10-ton lorry, and survives. It's on YouTube somewhere. But it's a great trick. Teller from Penn and Teller, the world's great Las Vegas illusionist, as Teller lies down underneath a truck and gets run over by it. Yes, what the secret is, but what a trick! Seriously, Google it. The secret's out there, but it's a great illusion. I thought it was one of the best tricks that Penn and Teller ever did back in those days. 30 years ago, they started magic, weren't they, on television 30 years ago. Penn and Teller's the truck running over a guy trick. The man's completely unharmed. Don't do this at home. You'll get killed. But it's a great trick from a magic perspective as an illusion. A real one-off of magic. Never seen it since. 24. 23. Houdini's Watch Watcher Seller Course. The Watch Watcher Seller Course, a classic of magic. 23. Performed by Alec Cook on the show. Also performed, very famous, by Martin Daniels, Paul Daniels' son, back in 1981, the Christmas show. Paul Daniels did, also done by many magicians. There's so many artists, illusionists who have done it. Houdini did it back in 1926. And your man's upside down underwater in a tank of water, and he's got to escape before he drowns. He's upside down in the tank of water. It's a great trick, of course, isn't it? It's such a brilliant illusion devised by Houdini 100 years ago, next year I think it was, when Houdini dies. 100 years since Houdini's death. What a trick, what an illusion. One of the greatest of all time, seriously. So dangerous. Don't do it yourself without training. I've seen people do it, even straight jackets and change the side of the tank as well to make it more dangerous. It's such a dangerous trick. Love it. It's definitely, to me, it's a top 10. A top 10, hands down, on magic. It really is. Everyone's been doing it. So many people performed it. Love the Martin Daniels version. Love the Alec Cook version of it. Alec Cook did it 20 years ago. I love it. What a trick, illusion. It really is going to be seen to be believed, seen done live. It's really, the audience is just gripped by it. The audience holding their breath as the magician's holding his breath. What a trick, illusion. I love it. One of the best illusions of all time by the greatest magician of all time, Harary Houdini. He lived 100 years ago. By the way, he didn't die in it. In the film, he dies in it. He doesn't die. Houdini didn't die in it. He died from peritonitis. But in the movies, he dies in the body. He didn't die in it, but it's a great illusion. I remember Paul Daniels went to America to get the original box in Canada, and they rebuilt the original box and perform it on BBC television in the 1980s. And they really did a very good version of the original routine. Martin Daniels, I think 1981 was the best version I've seen. One of the best, anyway. And also done by Copperfield, of course, wasn't it? On that Grand Canyon show, Copperfield number 6 is a great version with a giant spike comes down in the water tank. What a trick! Seriously, it's an amazing trick. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely love it. Criss Angel's coin trick. This is a great trick. This is Criss Angel at number 22. This is a coin trick. This is where he gets coin vanishing, and it appears inside his arm. So it appears inside his arm, and he gets a blade and cuts out of his arm. It's a bit bloody, a bit nasty. It's a very impressive trick by Criss Angel, who likes a bit of that kind of sinister magic. I like it. It's kind of dark, a bit bloody for me. A good trick. I think I like it. I wouldn't put it in the top 50 of all time. It's a good trick. It's a bit weird and bloody for my taste, personally. It's a bit too bloody, but Criss Angel likes it kind of out there magic, doesn't it? I think it's based on an old Indian fakir's trick from years and years ago. That's coin in the arm by Criss Angel. We'll move on from that one. 22, 21, Spread Wave. This is Matthew Beach. Matthew Beach is called 2011. This is Spread Wave, performed on Penn and Teller show This is where the card gets chosen and the magician spreads the cards out on the table, and the cards again spell, literally spell on the cards the card chose. A very good trick, seriously. I love this card trick, very good variation. It's not new, it's an old trick. It's been done for years and years and years, but the cards spread out on the table. I think it's done by John Lenahan, wasn't it? About 30 years ago on ITV in England. Great trick. The cards spread out on the table and the cards literally spell out the chosen card. I love it. Very good trick indeed. Certainly very interesting, very pioneering, and maybe it's worthwhile being a list by a guy called, his name is Matthew Beach, B-I-C-H, he performed it in 2011. It's called Spread Wave. It's a good trick. Check it out. It's on Penn and Teller's full use show. It's a really good illusion. Number 20, Hummer. This is great illusion. Franz Harary. Love Franz Harary. King of Magic in America, devised a lot of illusions to Michael Jackson, Dave Copperfield. This is great. This is Spread Away. This is where the guy gets in the middle of the desert, gets hit by a Range Rover, giant Hummer car, and just disappears. And he reappears inside the car. Yes, it's a very, very fast disappearance. Brilliant vanish. Appears in the car. It's mind-blowingly good. It's mind-blowingly good. It should be seen by millions of people. It's such a good piece of magic. I don't know. I can't see how it works. 20 years later. It was done in 2000. It was done, I think, in 2006 by Franz Harary. Franz Harary is a genius, inventor of magic. There's no question. I love it. Love the illusion. You should check it out. Watch it over and over again. See if you can see how it works, because it's pretty baffling. Maybe the secret's out there somewhere, but yeah, definitely a very pioneering, brilliant piece of magic. Hummer by Franz Harary. Number 19, Iron Maiden. Paul Daniels' Iron Maiden illusion in the 1987 Christmas show. I've covered this before. Paul Daniels is locked inside a giant box which is lined with spikes, and he has to escape, and the box shuts and Daniels is apparently killed, but he wasn't killed. Okay, he didn't escape. It just looked like he'd been killed. Basically, it was like a fake death illusion, because he wasn't. He just an hour later he appeared on television and said, "I'm okay, I'm alive, it's okay." But at the time, it looked to the audience on BBC One in England that it's Halloween 2. It looked like he'd been killed, but he hadn't been killed. It was just an illusion by good old Paul Daniels, the late Paul Daniels, who died 10 years ago. I love this illusion. It was beautifully staged, but beautifully performed in a house down in Surrey, quite near where I live. But it's an amazing trick. It looked brilliant. I think it was devised by Jim Steinmeier in 1987. It's nearly 40 years ago. Daniels got a lot of trouble, I think, for doing it. So did John Fisher, the producer, for faking his death on television, live television. It was Halloween. It was a Halloween shocker show. That was the idea. They thought on Halloween they could get away with it. They didn't. The BBC nearly pulled the whole programme. But what a trick. Faking your death on television. Paul Daniels lived to tell a tale. It was a brilliant illusion. It looks really convincing, doesn't it? You can't even see where it went, can you? The box is like this thin, the box. What a great trick. So they are faking your death on Halloween by Paul Daniels. It's a very macabre piece of magic, but at the time it went down really well. A lot of people loved it. Daniels loved it. For years and years he said he thought it was a great illusion. It was controversial. Let's put it that way. 1918, Cheap Experiment, Derren Brown. That's where Derren Brown, I love Derren Brown, brilliant magician, mind reader, hypnotist, mentalist, top UK performer. Gets on a tube in London. I think it goes up to Archway, the Northern Line in London. And he's hypnotising the guy on the train, hypnotising him, and the guy can't remember where he is. It's a great trick. It looks really real, doesn't it? It's not magic, it's more hypnosis, but it's pretty good. I do like it. It looks pretty real on the tube train up at Archway. I know I used to live up in Highgate, so I know where that was filmed, but what a bloody amazing trick, isn't it? The guy literally is hypnotising the train. It looks really convincing. If you know about hypnosis, let me know if it's real or not, but it's a hypnosis illusion. But a very good magician and hypnotist magician, that is Derren Brown, one of the most successful British magician for the last 20 years. Seriously, definitely since the days of Paul Daniels. So it's very good. Is it top 50? I'm not sure, but it's a pretty good trick nevertheless. That's number 18. Number 17, Paul Sharp. Paul Zenon, a very good card trick indeed, Paul Zenon. Love Paul Zenon. This is 25 years ago. This is he's playing Paul. Gets card chosen, and they play Paul, and they shoot the pool ball around the pool table, and the pool ball lands on the chosen card. It's a great trick, seriously. I don't know how it works brilliantly. I mean, there's number 8. I think I know how it works. I think I know the secret. Let me know in the comments below. But the ball is fired around the pool table, and the ball just lands on the chosen card by magic. It's amazing. You can't beat that, can you? What a great trick, simple trick. It's pretty simple how it works, but I do love it. Paul Zenon, the Paul Sharp trick, performed 25 years ago. It's a really good card trick. It really is very clever. I love Paul Zenon. What a great magician. I think he's from Manchester. Great trick, pull shark 17. Number 16, I've done this before. This is Guillotine by Summer Drake. What a trick, Summer Drake's Guillotine. I love it. You know, this is 1982, the very dark secret cabaret kind of horror magic show. He literally gets put in the guillotine, and his head gets chopped off. It literally head got chopped off in the guillotine. I've been on my channel before because it's one of the freakiest tricks I've ever made. I featured on my Freaky Illusions a couple of years ago. Brilliant trick, isn't it? It looks really brilliant, doesn't it? And it's the best guillotines ever. It really is a magic trick, and it's pretty impressive. He had those little dwarf guys, doesn't he, around him, and all that theatrical stuff going on. But I like it. It's pretty impressive trick from the. At the time, he was the king of kind of cool, kind of mysterious, kind of dark, freaky magic. Simon Drake, love the magic. Simon, I've always loved Simon Drake's magic. I love it, and it was interesting to take magic in that kind of direction a bit and do kind of freaky magic for a change. But like Paul Daniels, rather macabre Iron Maiden illusion, and magic. You know, should be a bit weird. It's lovely doing family magic. It's good to do magic in that kind of darker kind of direction. It's very interesting, isn't it? And I love it. That's really interesting. Though not my cup of tea, but I do think it's really impressive. 15 tournament store paper. This is the Great Soprendo. Remember the Great Soprendo? Yeah, big 80s magician. Jeffrey Derren. I met him a few times up at Blackpool Convention back in the day. He was a big magician, kids magician, filming around the country, around the United Kingdom. He's a great, gigantic man, and I loved him. He was brilliant. I loved him. The Tom Restored, a technically astounding Tom Restored newspaper routine, performance on Crackerjack in the UK mid-1980s. Crackerjack, remember that Crackerjack? Got a sore throat today. Anyway, it's a great trick, and it literally tears and restores a newspaper. Love it. It's an old trick, isn't it? And we all love it, don't we? Tom Restored newspaper. It's number 15, but it's a brilliant magic trick, isn't it? It goes back 200 years, doesn't it? Today's Hoffman. Jean-Eugène Robert Houdin, 1850s in Paris, isn't it? What a trick. Great trick. Number 14, deserves to be on the list. Number 14, Dream, Siegfried Roy Dream. This goes back 40 odd years. I saw this done 40 years ago. Performed again when I went 30 years ago, actually, to Mirage, Las Vegas, to see Siegfried Roy. They haul Siegfried. I think Roy gets hauled up with one of the tigers in a box up in the air. The box blows up. They all disappear, and the tiger and Roy appear in another box at the front of the stage. Great trick, great illusion from the amazing show. The Siegfried Roy always vanishing tigers and lions and leopards and panthers from boxes to appearing in other boxes. And the show was the best show of all time, 1993. It was the most expensive illusion show I've ever staged in the world, I think, apart from maybe Chris Angel's show is massively expensive too. I think at the time they spent $60 million or something on this show. So it was a great show. 14 number The Dream Illusion by Siegfried Roy, the best magic show I've ever seen in my life, apart from Copperfield back in the day. 30 years ago, Copperfield was performing at the height of his powers 30 years ago. Certainly it was the best magic show of all time, the Mirage Las Vegas Siegfried Roy show that's dreamed by Siegfried Roy. 13 Shoe Trick, John Lennon Shoe Trick. This is 20 years ago and old. This is great. Very interesting. It's a variation of the vanishing object appearing and teleporting somewhere else. This time he's on a railway platform, I think Waterloo Station, London, England. He gets a girl's trainer, sneaker, vanishes it in a handkerchief, and it appears on a train. Basically, the train pulls up at the station. She's lost the vanished shoe. The train pulls up at the station. Out steps a sort of 18th century lord, carrying the shoe on a pillow. It's very impressive indeed. I love it. It's a great trick, isn't it? I love the vanish too of the shoe, the trainer, the sneaker. She did very well indeed, right in the middle of the platform by John Lenahan. Great magician, great trick, love it. Vanishing shoe appearing on the tray, love it. You know, I'm not sure exactly technically if it's the same shoe or not that he vanished, but it's a good trick, isn't it? Maybe I'm not technically 100% sure if it's as genuine, says the vanishing cup that Paul Daniels did at Longleat House back in 1985, where it really was the same object. I'm not sure if it's the same object or not, same shoe or not. That's technically the only thing about this trick I'm not sure about. If it is the same shoe, he vanishes and appears in the train. I'm not sure about it, but it is. If it is, it's very impressive. Maybe it is. It's a very impressive illusion. It really is. If it is a real trick, it's very, very impressive. So I'm not sure if it's a real trick, but it could be. It may be stage of camera. I don't know. Is it real? I'm not sure. Let me comments below. But it's a very effective trick. If it is a real magic trick, it's a very, very effective John Lenahan's shoe trick. Number 12, Metamorphosis, Pendragons, Metamorphosis, what a classic magic. Everyone loves this illusion, Metamorphosis. This is where The great Pendragons in the 1980s and 1990s, they changed places really fast in the box really, really quickly. I think she's in the box, he's out the box. They change places really, really fast. Suddenly he's in the box, she's out the box. Really quick body change illusion, Metamorphosis. Again, as you all know, invented by Houdini 120 years ago with his wife Bess, performing it 120 years in America. And it's performed ultra fast, legendarily fast by the wonderful Pendragons all those years ago. It was performed, I remember seeing it in 1983 and I was about 13 years old by the Pendragons. Saw them live as well, performing it live as well. They toured the world with that illusion. Hi to Pendragons, I love the illusion, I love the trick. At the time, I think they were married, weren't they? At the time they were together. But what a trick, the world's best Metamorphosis, one of the best, fastest ever body change illusion ever. Only probably the only Copperfield's Cocoon was really fast 30 years ago, wasn't it? Cocoon illusion, but this illusion was really, really fast. Body change illusion, Pendragons, definitely worthy of a top tenner. Okay, number 11. That's number 12. Number 11, Blended Mouse, Peter Firman. This is controversial. Peter Firman, love him. I think it's northeast of England. I love your magic piece. I love it. I was performing stuff like that myself in cabaret, but this is quite far out. He gets a mouse and he sticks it. Yes. This isn't real, it's just a trick. He pretends to stick it in a liquidizer and then he pulls out his mouth. So it's a bit weird, a bit gory, a bit freaky. It's very far out. It's too far out for me personally. I don't find that kind of pretending to liquidize animal. That's not my cup of tea. I don't really like the kind of magic, so it's not for me. But it's quite effective. He likes this guy, Peter Firman, likes pulling things out of his mouth. He pulls Goldfish out of his mouth as well. But it's a good trick. I don't love it. I don't think it's a top 11 trick for me, Blended Mouse. It's a bit too mad, bit too Gremlins for me, a bit too that kind of sense of humour. I'm not really into that kind of sense of humour personally in animals stuff. So I'm more Siegfried Roy and old school and not that kind of magic. So the concept doesn't do it for me. But it's a pretty good trick. Wouldn't be a top 11 for me. But it's okay. It's Blended Mouse, but he's a good performer, Peter Firman, very good performer. And that's 11. Number 10, the top 10. He's a top 10. Top 10. What was the top 10 from that list 15 years ago? It's very interesting what the top 10 is, and that list compiled by top magicians 15 years ago. 10 is Quick Change. It's interesting because this isn't really magic. This is called Quick Change by David and Dania. 2006. They won a lot of awards in this. I think they're really brilliant. Kind of costume change magic, changing their costumes really, really brilliantly quickly. So good, so effective, so well done. But these body change illusions, they're so very, very good at changing costumes really, really quickly. It's not technically magic in that sort of sense, but it's good changing costumes. And I've done 600 videos, and I haven't featured it very much in my videos, costume changes, because it's kind of different alternative kind of magic. But I do like it. But it's pretty good. David Dania, I do like a Quick Change from 2006. Pretty good. Number 9, Cigarette Routine, Tom Mullica. Well, what a classic. What a classic, isn't it? I saw him performing 35 years ago. Tom Mullica performed in England, Best of Magic, didn't he? You might remember that, Best of Magic 1990. Tom Mullica, what a great magician. Variant 10 performed. I think was a Crazy Horseshoe Bar, wasn't it? Las Vegas performed, didn't he? As a barman, he used to make cigarettes pop out of his mouth, swallow cigarettes, eat cigarettes, pop out of his mouth. He even swallowed 10 cigarettes at once out of his mouth, and they all popped out. That's how good he was, Tom Mullica. Brilliant entertainer. I think he probably died, I bless him, of cancer, probably, I think, from smoking. But, bless him. I mean, what a trick. I'm not into smoking that many cigarettes. Are you? He smoked a lot of cigarettes to do that trick. It's unique, different, devastating. Very funny, man. Brilliant performer, brilliant entertainer. Loved his act, and it was so different. Covered in smoke everywhere, wasn't it? The great Tom Mullica. I loved his routine. His whole routine, his whole act on stage is brilliant with his cigarettes. He was fantastic. What an act. Never seen it nowadays. You want to see a good magician, and he was. Watch Tom Mullica was brilliant, wasn't he? Number 9. Number 8, that's the top 10. Yeah, number 8, Challenge Your Death Dive. This is Death Dive by Rob Gallup. Great magician, Rob Gallup. This is almost 30 years ago. Rob Gallup is a very good Copperfield-esque American illusionist. Gets stuck, chained up in a cage. The cage is taken up about 10,000 feet in the sky. and he drops it out of the sky, and it's literally coming out of the sky, and the guy gets out the cage, and he just parachutes out the cage down to the ground, having got out of the chains. This is mind-blowing escape. This is one of the best escapes of all time. And I remember I love the upside down. I think it was Hans Panzer Moretti's upside down escape from the burning rubber helicopter, which is then high up in the sky by Hans Panzer Moretti. About some 30 years ago. That was brilliant. So this is very high skydiving magic here. It's very real, very impressive, very dangerous. I'm surprised he got away with this. It's fantastic. It is mind-blowingly good. Is it the best game of all time? Probably the best game of all time, most definitely. Love it. It is top. It is amazing. Rob got its amazing Death Dive from the Sky performance to say many years ago, but 1995 was probably arguably one of the great escapes of all time, without a doubt. Death of Rob Gallup. Number 7. Again, we're back at the Pete Firman again. Pete Firman gets quite a lot of votes in this list, doesn't he? The Goldfish trick by Pete Firman. Again, this is really good. There's a couple of old Indian tricks actually where he gets the fishing line and fishes a goldfish out, eats the goldfish, pops out of his mouth, and then he pulls the fishing line out of his tummy. It's out of his tummy. It's an old trick. Goes back. I saw a performance when I was about 15 called as a Dr. Panasar, he was called, down in Swindon in Wiltshire, England. He pulls strings out of his tummy too. It's an old Indian fakir trick, pulling strings out of your tummy. So good. Love this version by Pete Firman. Very good trick. Prefer this goldfish trick and pulling goldfish out of the mouth. Prefer that an awful lot to the the other trick by by Peter Firman. The other trick, which was the mouse trick. But it's really good. Love it. Okay, it's Pete Firman's goldfish trick. Top 10. I don't know if it's a top 10 trick for me. I don't think it is, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. I've seen goldfish eating and done by other magicians as well, done very well. So it's not really original, but it's pretty good. I like it. It wouldn't be a top 7 for me. Number 6, Walking in Water. Dynamo, Walking in Water. Very good. This went down really well because it's British. And he's a British magician, Dynamo, and that's what's good about it. Dynamo walks on water. Yes, he walks on water. He walks on water. The River Thames back in 2005, was it? 2011, wasn't it? I think he walks on water, gets off a platform, and literally the canoe goes past him. He's in the middle of the Thames, walking in water, obviously like Jesus, walking in water. Also, I think a police boat comes by and stops him. He's in the middle of the Thames, walking in water. He's walking in water. What can I say? What a trick, It went on really well around the world, and in the UK as well, Walking in Water by wonderful leading UK magician, probably the most successful magician in the UK since, along with Derren Brown, since Paul Daniels in the 1980s, 1990s. I like it. It's a funny trick, isn't it, Walking in Water? What do you think about it? I like it. Well, you pulled it off with a real audience there, and how it was staged. It's obviously staged, but it's wonderful piece of magic. So probably worthy of being up there top 10 because it's so different, so original. So it was genuinely done with an audience watching him. Good old Dynamo's Walking in Water from 2011, some 15 years ago. Really good trick. Very well done. Actually go and perform that and have the balls to go up and do it. Seriously. 5, okay, going back to Classics of Magic. Number 5, A Cardboard Box by Shahid Malik. I love Shahid Malik. I've seen him performing I remember performing on stage in Alabama, I think, in 1987. Jimmy Beadle was there. I was at that magic convention, a Supreme Magic Convention. He was there performing back about late 80s. I was about 17 and he was performing. And this is the cardboard box. This is where you basically get in a cardboard box and you put loads and loads of swords in the box, 50 blades in the box, and the girl's in the box, and pull the blades out, and the girl comes out unharmed. It's just a cardboard box and 50 swords. Wow. What a trick. Shahid Malik's trademark trick. Back in the days. It's still good today, isn't it? Watching it today. It's just a cardboard box. How does he do it? No trapdoors, no mirrors. How did he do it? Wonderful trick. Wonderful illusion. Loved it. Very fast too. Shahid Malik really nailed the presentation on this amazing illusion, the cardboard box illusion by Shahid Malik there. And number 4, that's number 5. Number 4 on this amazing list, Chop Cup, because Paul Daniels' Chop Cup and Ball, arguably with the best ever performance of cups and balls with one cup, one ball by any magician ever done. Paul Daniels performing it in front of me a few times. There's some performing within feet. I was sat within feet of him performing it, and I was very lucky to see one of the world's great magicians and big entertaining Brit performing it quite close to me. The Chop Cup. I saw him perform this myself when I was 11 in the West End. They performed every night and it's a magic show back in the West End, Prince of Wales Theatre. Before every night, 8 times a week, performed on stage in front of a full house of people. That's a good Paul Daniels was. We performed it all the time. This trick. I remember him. I went to see him at BBC Television Centre, 1985, I think. Christmas show. I was in the audience, and he just got it out. Just got out, a stand out, put the cup and ball on a stand, and just performed it like that, and the audience loved it. Very fast, brilliant cup of his timing, presentation, performance. Everything it had, it was funny. His body language was fantastic. It was comical. The timing, the fast bit, the slow bit. It was a lesson in performing simple magic. It was so brilliant. Paul Daniels cup and ball, one of the greatest performances of cup and ball ever. The trick goes back 3,000 years. So Paul Daniels chop cup, and the trick that Paul Daniels wanted to be remembered for, he told me that. Also, the trick that he loved the most, and also he told me not to do it because he said it was his trick. That's a true story. That he told me he shouldn't do it because it was his trick. But you can do it. Anyone can go and do it. Just do your own version of it. He had really got a brilliant comical routine with it, and he performed it. How many times did he perform that? I mean, thousands of times in front of an audience, didn't he? Cup and ball with chop cup. But 3, okay, this is another one. Russian Roulette by Derren Brown, 2003. This is number 3. Of course, it's very good illusion. This guy's been watching Deer Hunter too much. Deer Hunter, Robert De Niro too much, hasn't he? He's got the gun to his head. He's got all the bullets in the gun, and I think 6 chambers empty. 1 chamber's got a bullet in it, and he's just he's spinning the barrel. He's going to put it to his head. To his head. Pulls the trigger, and it's empty. Pulls it again, empty. Pulls it again, empty. And suddenly, divines use the psychic powers where the bullet is. And he thinks, okay, I'll give it a go, and he fires it at the wall, bang, and it luckily he doesn't get shot on the head. Well, imagine live television, getting shot on the head on live television. Imagine that. I mean, God, what a trick, seriously. It looks so convincing, doesn't it, as well, doesn't it? It looks so convincing, the performance from 2003, Derren Brown's Russian Roulette with a bullet. Don't do it yourself at home. It was a professional magician. I've got my theories as to how he did it, how it works. Did he know where the bullet was? I don't know. It's a very impressive trick, and it's such a dangerous trick. I think people have been killed doing bullet caches and bullet routines. Of course, Chung Lin Soo with bullets got shot in 1918 with being shot on stage with a gun and bullet. He got killed. Bullet magic's dangerous. It just simply is dangerous. You shouldn't be doing it unless you really know what you're doing. So this is a really amazing routine. I've never seen anyone do this Russian Roulette ever. I've never seen anyone ever do Russian Roulette ever. It really was a one-off trick. I've never seen anyone ever do it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Great trick, yes. Mind-blowing, yes. Lucky he didn't get killed, possibly. It's so unnerving and so gripping to watch this kind of magic, isn't it? But it's a great trick. Well, it's definitely probably worth a top 10. Number 2, as I like to say, Death Saw, Copperfield's Death Saw course, 1989, 88. Cut clean in 2 with a giant buzzsaw. This was a masterpiece of presentation, wasn't it, as well, wasn't it? A presentation. The whole illusion, the music, the movement, the lighting, being sawn in 2 without a box. It was the first time we ever seen the magician cut in 2 without a box, wasn't it? Back in 1989, 88. Copperfield's Bermuda Triangle show. It was the best thing on that show, wasn't it, as well? It's a legendary piece of magic. Is it? To me, it's the best piece of magic I've ever seen. That'd be number 1 to me. Number 1 to me. Copperfield's amazing. Soaring in 2. To me, it's number 1. It makes number 2 on this list. I think it's better than number 1. So to me, it's number 1 trick of all time. It has many polls at number 1 of all time. Being cut in 2 without a box on your front. It's also a masterpiece of presentation. This was presented and written, orchestrated perfectly. The whole thing was done perfectly. It was masterpiece. A guy, he's 30, was he 33 or 34 at the time? Height of his powers, height of his abilities. This guy's height of his abilities on television, the height of his powers. Performing on television at the height of his powers, I mean, he was 33, 34 or something. He was just at the height of his abilities. He looked fantastic, stage was fantastic, demeanor's fantastic, body language, performance fantastic. This is the Beatles of magic, isn't it? This is the Beatles of magic. You don't get any better than that, do you? Buzzsaw, the best illusion of all time, hands down. I've never seen in my life. It still is to this day the best trick I've ever seen in my life. And this is number 2. And number 1, what is number 1? Drum roll, please. Number 1, best illusion of all time on this list was actually Penn and Teller. They voted Penn and Teller on this list, the best trick illusionists of all time. Why? It's bullet caching again, bullet magic. Literally, it's very convincing. They literally get bullets marked, so I'm putting the guns. I think Penn shoots at Teller, Teller shoots at Penn. They fire the shot strip, piece of glass shatters, and they catch the bullets in the mouths, and some bullets in Teller's mouth, and other bullets in Penn's mouth. Check the bullets out, real bullets or marked, even the case of the bullets remaining in the original guns. So how do they do it? The casings remain in the original guns. Very baffling, very clever detail, keeping the casings in the guns. I'm not a gun expert, I'm not a gun expert. And this is the trick that's killed more people than anyone. This is the trick that killed Chung Min-soo in 1918 up in North London as a Chinese magician, and it's legendary for doing it. Some people perform this trick, haven't they? David Blaine's done versions of it. Dynamo's done it, I think. Paul Daniels did it. Copperfield, I don't think ever did it. Can you imagine if he'd done it as well? What would it mean like Copperfield done that trick? It's so dangerous, it puts me off because it's so dangerous. And it's so dangerous. But Penn and Teller's version is really, really mind-blowingly good. It definitely should be a top 10. But I prefer other magic to it. But it is very, very good, and certainly arguably worthy of number 1. For me, it's a buzzsaw, but it's arguably a top 10 piece of magic. It looks very convincing, doesn't it, to this day? It looks so convincing to this day, doesn't it? This bullet catch. So there you are. Number 1 was Bullet Catch by Penn and Teller from about 10, 15 years ago. When they both catch a bullet at the same time. And the trick goes back, of course, to Chung Min-soo, who did it 100 years ago. Trick not to do yourself. There you are. That's the top 25 to number 1 of the best tricks of all time, voted by magicians back in 2011. What do you think about it? Do you think it's a good list or a bad list? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Maybe you don't agree with me. Maybe you think I'm not correct and that other tricks are better. All the tricks in that list, would I put them in there? No. Some of the tricks I wouldn't put in the list. Other tricks that are really good that are not on the list, and it's some brilliant magic list, whatever you think, some brilliant magic in that list from 2011. Check the list out. It's on the internet, Wikipedia, 2011 list of best tricks of all time. Hope you enjoyed the video, as I say. I hope it gives you food for thought about magic and illusion. And what do you think about those illusions? Would walking in water be fantastic to you? Would being cut in two be fantastic? Would bullet catching be fantastic? Or are there even better tricks that you saw that you thought were better? Let me know in the comments below. Love the video. Remember, please subscribe. Please like as always. Please do, guys. Share the video. Sharing's caring as always. Hope my voice gets a bit better next week. Got a bit of a cold today. Love you all, guys. See you soon. Share the videos and check out more of my 650 videos of magic illusions, showcasing magicians from all over the world. I've probably got the most detailed channel on magic. Certainly looking at world-class magicians around the world, seriously, the last 50, 100 years. And we'll do more, hopefully bring more magic to you as we head through the autumn to Christmas 2025. Love you all, guys. See you soon. Share the videos. Please like, subscribe. Hope you love this video. A lot of work, this kind of video. Love you all, guys. See you soon. And look after yourself. Subscribe. See you soon for more magic.